Good morning everyone and welcome to the social science class. This is class 6, chapter number 5 of civics, and the name of chapter is Panchayati Raj. Today we are going to do our summary lecture of this chapter. As we have already covered the chapter in different lectures, today we are going to recapitulate all the topics covered in different lectures. So see the topics first of all that we have covered. They were levels of government, Gram Panchayat, Sarpanch and Panch, Gram Sabha, story of Hardas village, through which we understood about the Gram Sabha and how the meeting was held, problems of Hardas village, watershed development, levels of panchayats. So these topics we have already covered. Today we are going to recapitulate all these topics. Levels of government. Levels of government, basically we can say the decentralization of the government, as the different levels are there in India that governs on different levels of the government. Local level that covers villages and towns. State level that covers entire state, like Haryana state government, Punjab state government, Rajasthan state government. Then central level or the national level government that covers entire country, that Indian government we can refer. So these are the levels of government in India according to the area covering. So we can say that there are 3 levels of government in India: local level, state level, central level. Now next is Gram Panchayat. Basically Panchayati Raj system, the first level of governance in India. Panchayati Raj system, it was firstly started from Rajasthan. Okay, now come here on the topic Gram Panchayat. It is the primary unit of governance in the Panchayati Raj system. It consists of Sarpanch and Ward Panches. This Gram Panchayat, these Sarpanch and Ward Panches, they are the elected representative there in village. Along with these, one secretary is also appointed by the government who keeps records of Gram Sabha meetings. So if anyone asks you about the Gram Panchayat, we will write there that Sarpanch, Ward Panch and Secretary, they form the Gram Panchayat. Okay, every village Panchayat is divided into wards or the smaller areas. The complete village further divided into the smaller areas known as wards. And from those wards they elect their representatives as ward members or panch. It is elected for 5 years, as we have done in government chapter also, that the tenure of government in India is 5 years. So Gram Panchayat is also elected for 5 years. It spends money for the welfare of the people. Whatever the funds or income the Gram Panchayat has, it spends that money for the welfare of the people, for doing the public work like making of the streets or the supply of water in the different areas of the village. So it spends its money for the welfare of the people of that particular village. So this is the Gram Panchayat. The composition of Gram Panchayat, it includes Sarpanch, Ward Panches. Mainly these are the elected members and one appointed person, that is secretary. This is about the Gram Panchayat. Now Sarpanch and Panch. How we define these words? Sarpanch, he is the head of the Panchayat or Panchayat president. Sarpanch, the person or head of the Panchayat who is elected by Gram Sabha members of a particular village. Because Gram Sabha includes all the adults of the village. Those are 18 or above 18. Or in India, the people, those are 18 or above 18 of age, they have the right to vote. That's why Sarpanch is elected by all the adults, or you can say the people of 18 or above 18, the members of Gram Sabha, they are as a head of Panchayat. They all cast their vote and elect Sarpanch as head of the Panchayat, or he is also known as Panchayat president. Gram Sabha members elect the Sarpanch. That we already talked. That Gram Sabha member, they are all adults of a particular village. They are included the members, those are of 18 or above 18 of age, as it is the age decided. The people who are 18 or above 18, they have the right to vote. Then ward member or Panch. As we talked that in a village there are different wards. So each ward elects a representative who is known as ward member or Panch. The population living there in that particular ward is responsible to elect the representative of that ward. So as we talked that for Sarpanch, all the members of Gram Sabha, they cast their vote. But when the election of ward member, in that condition, that the ward member who is elected from a particular ward, all the population, the complete population, those are 18 or above 18 and have a right to vote, they elect their representative from the ward as ward member or Panch. So this is all about Sarpanch and Panch and how they are elected. Gram Sabha. What is this Gram Sabha? Sabha, the meaning is meeting. So Gram Sabha is a meeting of all adults who live in the area covered by a Panchayat. All the adults of a Panchayat, the meeting of those members, that is known as Gram Sabha. Gram, that refers to village, Sabha, that refers to meeting. Means the village meeting where all adults they take part. All adults above the age of 18 are the members of Gram Sabha. That we already discussed, that here in India, the people of 18 or above 18, they have the right to vote. They can get the voter ID and they can cast the vote. It is permanent body of a village. As we talked about the Gram Panchayat, that is elected after every 5 years. It is re-elected. But Gram Sabha is permanent body of a village because it is from the population, those are living there in the village. Members of Gram Sabha can ask the questions from Panch and Sarpanch about the working of the Gram Panchayat. This is very important that the members of Gram Sabha, they can ask the questions from Panch and Sarpanch because they have elected them and they are responsible for doing the task for welfare of the people. Whatever the funds they are receiving from the government, the Gram Sabha members, they can ask about all the details where they are spending that money or the funds. And it is a link between Gram Sabha or Gram Panchayat also, that all the members, they can ask the questions from Gram Panchayat members, how are they working. They all together make the plans. That's why we can say that members of Gram Sabha, they should attend the meeting, because the decisions those are taken there, they are in the favor of all the people living there. So they should be the part of Gram Sabha meeting. Now this is about Gram Sabha. Gram Sabha provides an opportunity for all adults to participate in local governance. As we talk about, the Gram Panchayat is the first level of Panchayati Raj system. So there, if the members, those are the members of Gram Sabha, they have the opportunity to take part in that local governance by taking part in the Gram Sabha meeting. They can give their opinion there in the Gram Sabha meeting. All the members should attend the meeting, as they have to take decisions for the village people. As the Panchayat, those are elected by the member, Gram Sabha member, they all are responsible for the welfare of the people, or the improvements done there in the village. So that's why they should take part in the meeting, so that they will be the part of decisions that they take for the village people. This is about Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat. Functions of Gram Panchayat. As we know that the first tier of the Panchayati Raj system, that is there in the villages. So what are the functions of this Gram Panchayat? The construction and maintenance of water resources, roads, schools, hospitals. If the government schools, hospitals, they are in the village, so it is the duty of Gram Panchayat to maintain these buildings. It is duty of Gram Panchayat to provide water facilities to the people, to maintain the roads even. Collection of local taxes on the marketplaces or on the houses. So local taxes only they have the responsibility to collect. Executing government schemes related to generating employment in the village. Executing to start the government schemes. If government has the scheme that is related to the people of villages, so it is the duty of Gram Panchayat to execute, to start those schemes for generating employment in the village. These are the functions. Now for doing all these things, how this Gram Panchayat that gets the income? Sources for funds for the Panchayat. Collection of taxes on houses and marketplaces, one of the source of the income. Government funds received through various departments of the government. Different departments of the government, they give the funds to the Gram Panchayat for the development of the villages. Donation for community work. The public work thus are going on there, so sometimes some people individually or the group of people, they donate the money there, or the some of the resources there. So that is also the one of the way of funds for the panchayats. Difference between Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat. As we talked about both. Gram Sabha includes all the adults of a village. Gram Panchayat includes Panch and Sarpanch. Gram Sabha, all adults above the age of 18 are the members, and Panches and Sarpanch, they make Gram Panchayat. They are the member of Gram Panchayat. It is permanent body of a village. It is elected for 5 years. After every 5 years, the elections they are re-elected. It controls the money of Gram Panchayat, and Gram Panchayat spends money for the welfare of the people. This is the difference. One of the important question also. Story of Hardas village. If we talk, as we have already talked about the Gram Panchayat, Gram Sabha. Here through this story of Hardas village, we will understand the Gram Sabha, how the people in Gram Sabha, they work out, how they discuss on different matters. New Gram Panchayat is elected in Hardas village. This is a story when the new elected Gram Panchayat that was there in Hardas village, Gram Sabha meeting is called for the first time. The meeting was called, the member of Gram Sabha, they were called for meeting first time. Meeting begins with the Panchayat president. Who is that? The Sarpanch, also known as Sarpanch. They were gathered to discuss about the problems of Hardas village. Why? Because they wanted to solve those problems. Now, problems of Hardas village. The main problem that they were facing, that was problem of water shortage, and especially women, they had to go to the distant lands for taking water. Then second one, finalization of the list of people below the poverty line, BPL, the full form of BPL, below the poverty line. Solution suggested by the people in the meeting. Now, firstly, as I told you, the main problem, the problem of water shortage. So, one member suggests for the water piping from Suru river. That was near about, that was the far from that village, but as one of the members suggested that, suddenly the another members, they told that it will be expensive, and the members of Gram Panchayat, they also told that it would be expensive, so we will think about the another way. Then other feel that it is better to deepen the hand pump and clean the wells. The another member of Gram Sabha then gave one another opinion that better to deepen the hand pump and clean the wells. But that was also not the permanent solution, because every time the water level that is going down and down. So one of the member there in Gram Sabha, Anwar, he suggests watershed development program as permanent solution. And he also explained that I have seen that watershed development in another village when I visited to my brother's house in Maharashtra. And there I saw this watershed development, that really it is the permanent solution for water shortage. Then they talked about this solution. All the Gram Panchayat members, they also talked about. But then Gram Panchayat members, they asked the people that we will discuss about this with the BDO, Block Development Officer, and Block Development Officer at the block level. BDO, Block Development Officer. Okay, the next problem, there was a problem in BPL list, because when they looked at the list, they have seen that two of the people named Birju, they are in that list, BPL list, Birju and Natwar. Those were financially good, means their financial condition was good, but their name was there in BPL list, means below poverty line, the people who are not able to earn that sufficient money for earning their livelihood. And Natwar and Birju, they were financially good, and their names were entered there in BPL list. And on the place of one of the landless laborer, Om Prakash, whose name was not there in the BPL list, so all the people, those gathered there, they were discussing about that Om Prakash's name should be there. And they were also talking to each other about Natwar and Birju, but they did not speak that to the Sarpanch, because the Jamidar named Amir Chand was also sitting there, and they were afraid of Amir Chand, that's why they did not speak about Natwar and Birju. Natwar and Birju were the friends of Amir Chand. Only they talked about Om Prakash. When they asked for that, the Sarpanch gives instruction that Om Prakash's family income is to be checked firstly, and if it is less than what has been decided by the government for BPL category, his name should be included in the list. So these the solutions they discussed there in the meeting. Now, what is this watershed development? As we talked, as a permanent solution, they decided watershed development. Watershed development program is an initiative of government that was started by government. It helps in conserving water. It helps in saving water. At the time of scarcity, that water can be used. And what happens, what are the effects of that then? Barren lands are turned into green meadows. Means for the irrigation that was used, that's why we say barren lands are turned into green meadows. And what tasks are performed under this scheme? Trees are planted, dams and tanks are constructed so that the water can be stored there. So this is the watershed development meaning and what tasks are performed there. Next is levels of government. As we talked about, this is levels of panchayats. We talked about levels of government, local, state and the national level. Now we are talking about levels of panchayats in Panchayati Raj system. As there in this chapter we talked about Gram Panchayat, the first tier of that. Second, block level or Panchayat Samiti. Different Gram Panchayats, they work under the one block and that is block level. So one block includes different Gram Panchayats and that is known as Panchayat Samiti. District Panchayat, this is at the district level in which different blocks are included and it is known as Jila Parishad. Though with the elections of Gram Panchayat, these block Samiti elections or Jila Parishad elections, they are also held. At the block level Panchayat Samiti or the block level block Samiti, and at the Gram Panchayat we know that Sarpanch and Panch they are elected. At the district level Jila Parishad they are elected. So these are the levels of panchayats. I hope that you have understood the topics well today. Again they are in this summary lecture. Now it's done for homework. The assignment that you will do, question number 1, do the following questions. Who is responsible for calling the meeting of the Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat and keeping a record? Who is responsible for the calling of meetings of the Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat and keeping a record of the proceedings? Here you will write the person who called the Gram Sabha meetings and keeps the records for that. Question number B, write the composition of a village panchayat, means who are included there in Gram Panchayat. Number C, who suggested watershed development program. The person name you will write. Why the Panch and the Gram Panchayat are answerable to the Gram Sabha. Then E is, which is the third level of Panchayati Raj system. The third level of Panchayati Raj system, not the government. Now the second question, fill in the blanks. Dash prevents the Panchayat from misusing the village money. Second, the secretary of the Gram Panchayat is not an elected person but is appointed by the dash. BPL stands for, you will write the full form here. Number 4, the work of Gram Panchayat has to be approved by the dash. The Panchayati Raj system is the dash level of democratic government. Here you will write the level of government, which level it is. Every village panchayat is divided into, that you will write. So that's it for today. Thank you and have